I swear to you, every single person that's already been seeded into round 2 is like, oh damn, they're killers. Oh damn, they're killers. Punk, OGYawn, Art, NuckleDu, Metro M, Madgear, Giyu, Danslip. We still have just Pokey, who is seeded in to winner side round 1. Had to play another match. What a pleb. Same for Deznere. Yeah, loading in off rip, Condones, and JewelMan. Yep, Honda versus Luke. No big surprises here.
No, I mean it's a great way to start the game. Anyway, we obviously got the future Street Fighter versus probably one of the next characters to be announced for Street Fighter 6 as well. So I like seeing him rock, and JewelMan's been doing some good stuff lately.
Yeah, you can see that JewelMan already has here. Oh, I love making that rising upper whiff. You get a fair bit of damage here. Oh, the meaty stuff!
Oh! Yeah, tried to reach for the command grab, though. Was just a bit outside. So, takes a target combo for their troubles, but these headbutts are definitely causing problems.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see, okay, Condones finds the connect with the now their frame tracking is starting to work. We've got some bar in the back and the corner position. I would love to see JewelMan wait an extra second. Didn't wait long enough.
Chip almost. Actually, I was looking at the wrong health bar, but Chip no longer an issue here for JewelMan. But why are you jumping? He's a Shoto light.
Just stay on the ground. Oh no, the headbutt anti-air, not necessarily as great as it has been in some previous titles. So that was obviously an angle where JewelMan didn't feel super comfortable trying to make anything happen. Finishing up the target combo. He needed a better punish than that. He was so hungry for the command grab.
Yep, but we're still getting some negative buttons coming in here from Jordan Condones. And JewelMan is at least recognizing it a little bit. Grabs the something EX.
There's a lot of, I'm going to say with punishment, but I think a lot of this is just that these players are really swinging with their sort of bread and butter buttons. They're the ones trying to make some happen, counter, even getting the pickup off the V-trigger activation there.
I actually really like that link because, like you were saying, we got a lot of target combos. And then the suppressor.
I'm actually watching on the playback because he really just waited. How long was that? The aggressive bust out with the EX rising upper. All right, that's a way to take your first game in the set. A little explosive, not gonna lie. I'm a little surprised. It did look like JewelMan was getting the little bit better side of a lot of these scenarios, but just was not able to close out a round. Yeah, I think part of it was you can see that JewelMan really wanted to establish like a throw game. But they kept working on command grabs which weren't connecting, and Jordan Condones was disinterested in technique. So now we see what's opening up as a regular throw game because Jordan Condones is either blocking or hitting buttons.
And now you gotta hold these hands. The Honda special, but able to finally get a crush counter and takes the round. Things are looking better.
How many throws was that in that round? That was like 5 or 6.
It was a lot. It was more than one hand's worth, I'll say that. Ooh, was that EX butt slam trade?
Yeah, it was, and it ends up giving him a huge amount of extra frame advantage. Mashing through, still that crouching jab. Oh,
tried to climb.
Far away for the V-still.
Finally gets the EX command grab they've been waiting for, though. Look at that stun bar. Oh, but it's all gone. All that work for not a whole lot. Suppressor. Gotta watch the skies.
Honda wins.
Headbutt came flying down out of nowhere.
Right, one game apiece here. A lot of that was just opening up a regular throw game that proved to be really effective. I think if JewelMan finds that, but also plays more deliberately around crouching jab, going to a fireball game out of Jordan Condones is not going to be the way to start that. That big jump in leads to such a strong lead here for JewelMan, who already has complete control of the screen position.
I mean, look at this. Even on trades, like Honda's just coming out a little bit ahead. Does whiff that anti-air attempt, but now, nice little V reversal. Have we seen an activation from JewelMan? I don't think we have we?
No, I don't think so. And I don't think it's it's not like we've been seeing. All right, there's a V shift. I was gonna say it's not because we've been seeing defensive utilization. It's just kind of, you know, they lost game 1 off of really explosive sequences. Condones trying to press the issue. The reversal back. Really healthy life lead here for JewelMan, who just needs to make any connect in order to close this round out.
These butt slams are so scary too, because it's Luke, right? Oh, double KO!
Okay. Well, I guess it's set point. No one was interested in playing this one out for a whole lot longer. Finding the crouching jab off the butt slam and the suppressor. I love that Lukes have made the shift. Like, I feel like every week there's more and more Lukes that are like, okay, V-Skills 2 is kind of nice.
Listen, how many highlight clips of Spaceboy do you need before you become a believer? CA coming out here. It almost reminds me a little bit of Knife Cody, right? Back in 2020, Shine the only one really rocking it, and now we see it everywhere.
I mean, part of why we see it everywhere, though, is it did get buffed.
True.
People were using it before the buff, but then it got shown some love. I feel like even into this patch, it took a little while to really figure out V-Skill 2.
Armor!
The armor through the wake-up button, that's an answer. Jordan Condones had no interest in blocking. There have been so many jab checks, and JewelMan made evening. It was Luke on the character portrait in the lobby. I'm going to have to see if that's who they ultimately end up playing.
Yeah, and since they're so kind to enter our Street Fighter tournament, I'm gonna take some time and try and remember who they played in DNF, because I want to say Launcher, but I am not 100%.
No, that was Ice Kid.
Launcher was
Yeah, no, I know Ice Kid.
Berserker.
Oh, sure.
Berserker.
They didn't start as Berserker. They started as what's the Dante?
Ghostblade.
No, Dante lookalike. That's Troubleshooter
No, not Trouble.
or Hitman.
No, the other one.
The other one. I named 2.
There's the one that throws the grenade.
That's Troubleshooter.
No, there's another one.
Ranger with the gun.
Yes.
That's,
Oh, Ranger.
okay. I figured it out, chat.
He's the least Dante of the 3.
What are you talking about? He shoots with 2 guns. Anyway.
All right, chat. If you're watching this on the YouTube, comment down below. Is Ranger a Dante lookalike from DNF?
What makes Dante more Dante? Gun and a sword, or 2 guns?
Probably gun and a sword.
He does have $1 million though.
When has Dante ever shot a gun with a sword?
Depends on the gun you pick.
Okay, an Uzi.
In which case, that brings us right back to Hitman.
Hitman.
Anyway, we got TopGun versus Complex on the screen.
Right?
Look at that stun bar, so very high. One more for it. Can Complex close out the round? They got such a life lead. Oh no!
Oh no. Falling prey to the EX Zonk off the stand short check.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Don't let it happen to
TopGun
you.
Went fishing.
Oh, it's happening to you.
He had the need for counter hits.
Why are you reaching?
Oh, what for the?
Oh wait, CA. Oh no!
So greedy.
I want.
Greedy out of TopGun, I should say.
Now
Going
this
for that throw reset there.
This might be unfair, but I actually don't know how much practice Complex has in Street Fighter either. So they might have just, went for the combo they've been practicing and didn't, recognize that CA may have killed or something like that, right? They won the round.
If you got away with, winning out that round anyway, it swung the life back in your advantage. And it's a more risky play, but bringing the resources into the next round isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like a happy accident type thing. But either way, corner pressure again coming in from TopGun. Great back throw, though. Let's see what Complex can get done. They have Trigger and CA available.
This corner pressure is looking real difficult for TopGun.
There it is.
Ooh, we got those. All right, Complex, I see you.
Still alive, but just barely.
Jesus. Trying to fish with standing medium kick.
Oh,
but
no.
Smoked by hammer into trigger activation. We're not going to have CA, but the next touch could do it. Got away with the double dash. No, we want plus frames off EX Zonk.
More frames.
plus frames. You do not get to be reversal.
Oh, no!
The overhead from downtown.
Plus frames on plus frames on plus frames. You even had the long shank in there for just added vulnerability. And then you're going to cheek him out with that overhead from so far away. TopGun is grimy.
Well, that first game on the board here for TopGun, gonna have to see if Complex is gonna be able to make any kind of an adjustment here. I think one of the problems is when TopGun has some frame advantage to play with, and he's able to start sticking out folks of his own, Complex gets smoked out a lot. There's that range in between Complex being allowed to hit buttons and Complex having to play a fireball game, where they don't seem to be necessarily super sure of where that range starts. So look for, okay, finally finding a little bit of room, giving space for the standing roundhouse. I like that adjustment out of Complex. So running into the hammer, once again, it's the same type of problem.
The slide coming through there didn't actually connect on knockdown. And it looks like TopGun was hoping for a connection, but Complex taking full advantage of that. So, takes the round ahead. All right. Yeah, these kicks are... They were going Complex's way, or sorry, TopGun's way, but Complex is adjusting. Love to see that.
Yeah, one of the things you kind of see is part of the way that Complex is adjusting is the spots where they were trying to hit like standing medium kick or crouching strong, they're walking out a hair farther and hitting sweep. Trying to utilize the priority system a little bit and being like, well, okay, if I'm getting smoked out by your heavy strength buttons, I believe I'm hitting at the right spot. The problem is it's gutsy, and if TopGun slows down a little bit, they could be able to smoke out Complex.
Oh, you're dead.
Right? You should be, except we didn't have the CA in the back. This meaty is going to connect. Even if it didn't, we were in a spot where Complex was going to be able to play for chip because TopGun already had trigger activated, no V reversal in order to get around chip. So one game apiece.
So, yeah, I take back what I said. Complex definitely has played this game before. Like they're like you said, Brad, the adjustments that they're making into these neutral positionings so that they can actually get the whiff punish of their own. Plus their combos are actually, you know, pretty non-standard. Like they're still getting the stuff they need to get done. Sure, we've seen a couple, you know, non-CA attempts, but they haven't really needed it either, so you know they're in good shape. Oh,
right on the back foot. Oh my god,
I got a little scared.
Jump. Yeah, you only got away with that because Tornado doesn't go all the way.
All right, trades. Just slight walk forward for the forward throw. Love that. We got the activation coming in. Stun after.
Yeah, spending that extra little bit of bar, they wanted to maximize the chance of stun, which you can see. Ooh, I was going to say, you can see that TopGun was really just content to hold down back, try to wait for the spot for the stun to go away. But every time Complex walks back, TopGun tries to take his space aggressively.
Oh my god.
Nice whiff punish on the hammer.
TopGun's looking very flustered now that they're not getting all those free whiff punishes in either. Like, Complex got the read. All right, TopGun finally getting a sequence of their own, and it's over. Huge life lead coming in.
Yeah, that was the shimmy again, but standing short coming out of TopGun. You can see that Complex is really trying to set up that walk-in, walk-out, bait-outs and buttons out of TopGun, but they don't seem super confident in the button choices. Oh, nice activation.
I don't think that kills. That scaling is ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Yeah, between the V-trigger activation, the target combo, the light kick after the activation, there were just too many buttons in there. Oh, no!
Ooh.
Luke wins.
Congratulations to Complex for the comeback.
Yeah, way to go. If you have a Laura and a Claw into Falke, you want to pick the Laura. Because it's an all or nothing tumultuous matchup for sure, but you know, a character that is not going to, you know, really be competing in the scrap once you do get into range 0, where it's like, all right, you know, once I get in, I get to run my game, and the only thing I have to worry about is a reversal that if I read, you get absolutely smoked. That's exactly where you want to be as Laura. And then look at that. One jump in off a fireball.
Oh, okay.
If you had gone for heavy punch elbow, I have to tell you, I still don't understand why Laura players don't use heavy elbow.
That's so crazy how far that scoops from. Oh, you're reaching YON. Oh, YON. Not like this. Not like this. This combo's OD. It goes on forever. YON put his controller down. 100%.
You know, I mean, so that's a, you know, V-Trigger 2 Falke, like sometimes that can happen. You know, you don't see it super often, but every now and again, you know, a Falke player really turns on with that and gets those crazy sequences. Has the EX loaded behind it.
Oh, that's a good
base the
opportunity.
reversal. So, Complex, you asked how this matchup is for Laura. If Laura gets those reads on the reversals, then it can be great. And this is one of those, I call it
not
a
again.
transactional matchup. The problem is you can see that Pokey, if Pokey lands a hit and has these combos, oh my god, EX elbow as an answer there. That standing medium kick hit hella meaty. No, drops the link off the low short, but you're kept safe.
All right, that time you get the EX uppercut to get rid of the the clap. Oh my god.
Pokey called in the drone strike.
That's how those underground shooters.
Pokey was playing Overwatch and, or I'm sorry, YON was playing Overwatch and Pokey was like, nah, this is CS.
No, Bunch is right. Pokey's been playing the Call of Duty,
DMZ.
drop shotting
it's a Twitch
people.
shooter, that's the point. Alright, this is like literally the same start as we saw in game 1.
YON
Even
blocked
to the
it.
point of Pokey getting the drop kick out of the jump out of the corner, and YON trying to go for standing strong anti-air, and it's getting smoked out.
YON's looking like he's never played against Falke before. This is insanity. All right, he's coming back. We checking dashes.
Yeah, it wasn't a counter hit on the jab elbow, so we don't get anything for it. Just raw activation.
Oh, you're reaching again, YON.
Might be dead. No, but we set out the bubblegum in a dish.
Oh, but we going through that. Guess for game. They both guessed wrong.
Oh my god. No, so they didn't. I think if YON had walked forward a little bit more, I think YON's intention was walk forward and then meaty low fierce. Unless that was a bait. If that was a bait of like, I'm gonna make crouching fierce whiff and it's gonna bait your reversal, then I'm not ready.
That was actually insane from both sides. Clap rendered useless again, but YON not giving up.
Okay. Wow.
Yo, these
that
Falke
EX
trades?
out of just Pokey really just traded with the jump in favorably for them. Wake
Jab
up
check.
buttons, beats the delay standing low.
Oh my god. Mix.
What is this?
It's the blender, Brad. And you're dead.
That was, but that did not blend.
It started to blend, but you
was
know,
like
when you don't have enough fluid, so it only blends a little bit, that was what that was.
That was a Street Fighter 4 Sakura reset of like causing the flip tech reset in the air, except you did not have frame advantage when you landed.
Yeah, everything before that, though, was pretty sick.
You can see that YON is playing loose as hell right now. So many cheating out extra turns with V dashes. So many like non-standard mix-ups and so much layering around Thunderclap.
All right. We got EX. Bust out. No more meter for Pokey, though, and they've required a lot of it for some of the stuff they've been trying to get done. But YON's going to stay strong. Closes out the game. Ties it back up one apiece, but YON's kind of sweating. This is looking a little tough.
Yeah, this is really tumultuous. The amount that YON needs to innovate and play non-standard in order to bait Pokey into making mistakes. Like, look at the number of times that, you know, YON will throw a fireball and then a weird air-to-air interaction gets covered by the fireball in the back. Exactly like that. I love when the players demonstrate what I'm talking about for me.
Yeah, you just got to remember to clip it for the real. All right. Stun looking really high there. Continues to stay high. But I like that Pokey's not over pressing, right? Like they see the stun bars where it is, but it's Laura. Like she will turn it on your head just like this. Chases the V shift.
Where are you going? You ain't going nowhere.
Cross up,
Stop
cross up.
trying
Oh, the
it.
counter. Okay. I thought it was a double cross up. No, it was a counter, and
No,
you're dead.
Yawn is going for the literally every single time. That's 4 for 4 that Pokey is doing the air drop and blowing up the standing strong. Yawn, please.
I wonder if heavy elbow would catch it in the corner at least. Oh,
I'm like, it might not be the perfect answer, but
Thanks,
you.
Yawn.
Yes, that's what I needed to see. And you still have frame advantage after. You're like +1 or +2 on dashes.
oh, the stun bar was right there, and Yawn got greedy.
Oh, that hit so meaty.
Oh, the chase down actually worked. That was definitely not intentional, but Pokey having to force their way forward because they have that life deficit, but Yawn is fully loaded. EX, CA, you're getting clipped on wake up. You're dead.
Oh, you're dead.
Goodbye. Good night. Have fun in the losers bracket.
Yeah, just Pokey came in 2 under par for that one.
Boo.
We're CA because of his story stuff is really cool. Hey, speaking of story stuff, what's the story with Madgear playing Luke tonight? I did see that he tweeted out he was going to be rocking the Luke all evening, which stops me from having to address the fact that I feel like we've watched Deznere into Madgear or that I've seen Zeku into Abigail a whole bunch of times.
Brad,
Yeah.
look at the character portrait for Madgear again.
Oh, did I say Luke? I meant Ed. I'm sorry.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's fine. They're rivals.
Oh, sure.
They're both blonde, punch-heavy, mixed martial art characters that are going to be carrying the mantle for the next season.
Very true. We got activation coming in here. The V trigger 2 for Madgear. Oh, that doesn't work. You got DP'd. And Dez has been working on the Zeku for a long time. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. That's a lot of damage. But for some reason, I feel like I also saw Dez say they were going to give some other characters a try. They weren't feeling the Zeku at this point, unless I'm thinking of a different player. But got a little lucky there that the duck bombs didn't explode. But oh no.
You really called it a duck. Of all of the birds that it could be.
Round 2.
Well, off of that scramble, Madgear's Ed still closing out that first round. And I have to imagine, I mean, it's a fresher character for Madgear, so at least in terms of familiarity with the matchup, I have to imagine that Deznere should be more comfortable. But you can see playing a little bit loose here. Wanted for the off the wall, not going to get it. In fact, we're going to get chased down by Madgear.
The off the wall stuff is definitely something practiced by Madgear because you see him do it all the time with Abigail too, and that's a very poor jump angle to play. Now that they got Ed. Oh.
Ooh.
But yeah, the Ed's definitely newer. I would question how much experience Deznere has. They just intrinsically have more than Madgear, obviously, but like, oh, I think he died here. Yeah.
Deznere is so good at that, of, you know, using that V-trigger activation to call you out.
Oh,
1 round apiece. Oh, okay.
What did that
Smoked out
be?
for, I think that was a skill.
oh, probably. Yeah, you're right. Gets the forward throw. Oh, you were reaching, my friend. Oh, again? Two-ham, Madgear.
Yeah, I like that bait on the up kick. And it's funny, I feel like as ham as Madgear is being right now, Madgear's Abigail is so methodical and so composed. So I'm a little bit intrigued at how kind of loosely he's playing right now. But, you know, if the Ed is newer, it takes a little while to realize that all you really need is quicker.
And now you die. Yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna rip that CA. Only needs a couple of hits to send it into the animation. Closes out the game. And yeah, Madgear rocking the Ed. Trying to showcase just how good Flicker is.
But I think we saw... Did we see any flicker out of Madgear? I don't think we really saw it.
1 or 2, maybe.
This is an Ed fighting with one hand behind his back.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about like how this compares to the Abigail, and that's cheap. That was not cool. But it's like Madgear now has access to all these new fun tools, right? Like they have the DP, they have the snatch, like they have more speed in pretty much everything they do. Like, you know, it's a whole new toy you get to play around with, and Madgear's definitely, you know, taking it for a ride.
I like the way that Madgear is trying to aggressively claim the space and not let Deznere get away with summoning. Okay.
Oh, get off of me.
Has the V-trigger in the back for now a little bit of an extension.
I like the V-reversal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't like that's the second time now that Towards Strong has gone right into the V-trigger out of Madgear. And I kind of wish they didn't do it, especially because in that spot, I think getting the side switch off of Towards Strong would have been better.
I'm not sure they were close enough for the side swap. I think it was right there. Like, I think they were, like, right on that, like, frame that it may or may not have gone over. But I do agree that a side swap there would have been ideal.
Yeah, the same interaction happened in game 1 as well. Obviously, Madgear ended up winning, but it's those sort of minor optimizations. And that's another spot there where it's like maybe your expectation is that you're going to get that pickup and it's going to work out better for you. Wow, covered by the bomb. If nobody else got me, my Hawk got me. Deznere going to be setting up the mix-up behind the bombs again. The meaty connects. We're not going to have the damage behind it. The bait!
All right, there was a lot of spaghetti there, Brad. I'm not going to lie to you, but we somehow got most of it onto the plate there, and Deznere was able to serve us a serviceable meal. But yeah, things got a little wacky there. But Hawk, I think it's actually a Falcon now that I'm looking at it. But is it an African swallow or an English swallow?
I mean, it depends on the weight ratio.
Yeah, you know, how can it carry a full-grown coconut? I can't imagine a coconut weighs that much more than a stack of firecrackers.
I imagine the firecrackers weigh less, but it's really a matter of how it grips it.
Yeah, like the firecrackers definitely have a string, but like where are you supposed to latch onto a coconut?
The Weasel is coming out to try to help though. Madgear playing a little bit more of a zoning game with the fireball this time.
Oh, that was sick actually. The palm to cover the delay of the Falcon, that was sick.
Oh, I don't know what that meaty was attempting coming out of Madgear, but it's not going to work. Deznere has his corner position now. The issue happened, but Madgear is so good at checking these run stops.
Yeah, we got the side swap. That's still negative-ish, right? Like it's safe, but it's not hugely punishable. Oh, that's hugely punishable. Gets the side swap in there as well with the EX slide to the corner.
Yeah, wanted some better frame advantage, trying to set up. Accidentally corners themselves. Activation, no off the wall out of Deznere that time. Okay.
Takes the corner away.
Slowing down. Madgear has, I think, the slightest of life leads, but he's too hungry. He's feeling the caloric deficit of going from a 900-pound motor vehicle to this Shadowloo Ed boy. He's trying to eat. It's not going to work out for him. Deznere is on set point.
Wouldn't it be the opposite because he's so many more calories? He's too heavy. There's too much on his brain, in his stomach. Oh. Oh, wow. That was super late in the jump arc. Goes for the cross-up. Gets the EXPP out. Oh, it's the time. It's the moment.
Oh, see, that V-trigger activation off the crush counter is going to scale that combo to hell. That could have been a little bit more. We're going to get the side switch off of this. Are we going to do the EX run stop? No, we're just going to the mix. No! But see, every time Madgear is just committing to the V-trigger snatch.
Oh, the jump back was insane!
Get out of my water, kid.
Zeku wins.
Yeah, you could see that Madgear was just committing to the V-trigger off of every special. So there were
amazing watching the return to SFL, all the other online tournaments they've been playing in. They seem to have that drive back again to really compete. And I know they've been streaming some Street Fighter 4 as well. So they're really trying to get some games in just all across the board. But right now, they're rocking this G. We've seen them play 3 separate characters in a night here in the past. So let's see how many players NuckleDu brings out tonight.
right. You can see that Art is doing a pretty effective, almost, I was going to say doing a pretty effective job of keeping NuckleDu locked down in the corner, except that's the problem. Made the wrong choice of button to try to keep NuckleDu locked down, got away with that jump, and look at what that has done. V reversal nullifies the V trigger out of Art, who's on the back foot against the corner. Look at all of that gray life. This next touch is going to be a fair bit of health. Gets the teleport out of the corner though, and on top of that, does get the V skill charge.
Oh god!
50% life on a jab!
All because of that V reversal on top too. But Dhalsim only can fight so much fire with fire. Dude's gonna take that round, and that gray life was insanity. That was so high, especially for a character like G. Like, how many characters do you think actually get that much gray life, generally?
I mean, I don't even necessarily know that I would say that it's a character-specific thing, right? Outside of just the fact that the best way to rack up that gray life is V reversals, so the characters that rack that gray life up are the ones that can afford to use their V gauge on V reversal more.
I was thinking projectiles too. Like, if you're just playing that zoner game,
on
great.
block.
Yeah. I mean, how else do you get gray life, Brad? Look at the gray life here. Like, Du wasn't as serious, but he did lose a little bit. Gives himself some power of the earth. Charges up a little bit. Charges up that V skill. Oh, went for it again. Risky.
No, Deznere does not necessarily know how Art is going to make anything happen. He shift back, keeps NuckleDu back up against the corner, but NuckleDu, off of that V-trigger activation, has pushed us already back to about mid-screen.
Oh, tried to catch Art slipping, but he saw the frames come in, had the block ready. That V-trigger not lasting much longer here for Du. They're going to have to get something. That kick is kind of catching Art a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things with Sim is you either want to go, if you TK teleport, you're going to have to jump in the air. Oh, nice closeout on the round with 10 seconds left on the clock. Art putting that round on the board for themselves. We're going to a round 3 of this game 1. What I was going to say is a lot of Art's repositioning. I mean, Sim doesn't have great ground movement, right?
No.
So you either want to teleport, you're dashing, or if you're trying to, get rid of space, there's a lot of like up back, and he has V skill. Or I'm sorry.
Oh, that was nice.
Skill too.
That was a nice little interrupt on the Yoga Flame there. But so I actually had a question. I don't know if you'll know this answer, Brad, because it's very minutia. But chat might know. So you know how the V-Skill logo glows when you have a charge?
Yep.
What happens when you get a second charge? Does it glow faster? I think it does, actually, now I'm looking at it.
I don't know. I don't know that there are many characters where, you want to charge
Oh,
V-Skill
that was
more
unfortunate.
than once.
Yeah, because I'm watching, Du continue these charges, and unless I'm stupid and that's not the V-Skill. But I suppose it's also possible.
It doesn't blow faster.
All right, so we just... my light went out. Interesting.
Oh no, are we gonna lose power? For those of you who don't know, so Doc and I are both situated up in a very similar area in Massachusetts where it is thunderstorming pretty hard right now. Oh my god.
Oh, goodbye.
You thought
Put that foot away, good sir. Smells.
you thought you could zone?
It's weird that the light went out, but not any of my PCs.
Well, I'm sure it'll be okay. First game is on the board here for NuckleDu. I mean, we'll all find out if it isn't okay because you're the one streaming. So
Yeah.
everyone will find out pretty quickly if it is not okay.
We'll find out together,
Until-
chat.
Art trying to be a little bit more aggressive this time, it looks like. Maybe that's part of the adjustment. Oh yeah, really trying to claim this space. Anvil, but the fireball is not going to connect.
Oh, wake up slide. He woke up slid. Madman. Oh, we got command grabs. Man, these combos still fill me with glee. We don't see G almost ever anymore, but those command grab into full screen combos, they fill me with a little bit of joy that not many other Street Fighter V combos do.
Yeah, I think he's he's definitely still more than viable, right? It's just he's not the hotness. The hotness is still Luke. Gotta get the full corner carry. Had the 1EX bar. We're not gonna have much behind it. Oh my god. Nice choice of anti-air out of Art, but in the scramble after the air flip reset, NuckleDu is going to take that out, and it is now set point for NuckleDu to make it up into the winner's side of top 8.
That is a great place to find yourself, because that is when we start running 3 out of 5, chat. Right now, this is still first to 2, with Du now on set point. So definitely wants to have that added game potential, that added safety from the winner's side versus having to wait in the loser's bracket to get there.
Right. D-skill gets stored by Art. We're trying to press this issue. Moving back. When is the fireball going to come out? There it is. Oh, you know that Art loves to do that, but you can see that NuckleDu was prepared for Art to try to press the issue after. I don't know if I agree with NuckleDu committing a lot of resources to this. I would love to see a trigger activation, but like maybe not commit the EX bar so we can get another hit. Or we can commit EX bar right into activation. I guess you've got Art in the corner, but the slide again! Slide to the left, slide to the left. Third time's the charm. Wants to stave off the end of the set.
For good measure as well. Gets the anti-air coming through. Du charging up the power of the earth again, but immediately loses it. That's so tough to keep in a lot of these matchups. And it provides so much power to G, especially in some of the ways Du likes to play, right? When you start getting those empowered fireballs, Du will really take advantage of those, because it's tricky to deal with, right? When you have the double hit of them, it buys you a lot of space, it buys a lot of zoning, and Du charges up a little bit.
Right. There it is, exactly as you were speaking to, but here's the problem, is a lot of people who are still playing G like to use the V-skill that sort of gives you an out and sort of protects your presidentiality level. But I think what's happening a lot in this set is Art is playing at a pace where, oh my god, still alive? Activation comes out, we have a fair bit of bar. The Yoga Sniper! The president did not get down.
No, we got the snipers down low, Art's bringing them out high. Like, we are everywhere. You have to watch your back, chat.
But so what I was going to say is, yeah, you're speaking to the difficulty that Du is having in trying to maintain that presidentiality. The pace that Art is playing at, there's not a whole lot of opportunities, or there were not in that game, for Du to both get presidentiality and load up the protection for it. So we're going to have to see how this goes. Presidentiality early here as the start.
Oh, immediately gone, though. And it's tough because it was off of a whiffed approach, but... Oh, the late air button from Art coming through?
Yeah, I think part of the difficulty is, you know, in order to load up the V-skill that keeps you safe, you sort of surrender Oki at that point, and it feels bad to let things reset to neutral against Sim. So we spent the bar to store it, which I really like.
Yeah, and it's, when you think about Du's character pool, at least what they've been playing in tournament lately, do you think this is still the best character option versus, say, Guile? Obviously, I think it's better than Mika, but...
See, Mika can get zoned out, but Mika can also... If Mika gets into range 0 and starts running her game, the set could just be over.
That's true.
But I think if you just want...
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with NGC in the chat. I don't think you pick Guile into this, because...
Okay.
Sim is just going to go to the air. Art is probably going to pick float, and then you're just not going to care that much.
Makes sense. That was a unfortunate series of events at the end there for Art. Got the accidental snipers early on, but this round going crazy good. Gets the counter hit, 1 hit away from stun, and yeah, the quick drill into forward throw will definitely do that. Do they have enough to close out? No.
Right? Trying to press the issue, but that's now set point for both players to see who's going to make it on to the winner's side of top 8. We've got a fair bit of bar here, and I love that Du just spends the bar to get that V-skill early. Now you just need any excuse to get presidentiality loaded.
Oh, no.
Tries to load it in neutral. We did get away with it. Okay, so that's going to be a huge swing in Du's favor here for this round now.
Oh, but that immediately turns the tides back for Art, and these dudes spending so much time, so many resources just trying to stay out of this corner, and it's not very well working for them. And that bouncing fireball, again, causing problems. Oh no, oh no, the one button gaming.
So now that Trigger is on the board, but we lost the presidentiality anyway. It's going to be hard. The lingering Yoga Flame blows up Du trying to take his turn. You know that was going to be like standing roundhouse into activation or something, and it was just not going to work out. Du was just a little bit too early, and Art is going to move on into the winner's side of this character matchup as well. Oh look, you switched costumes just for me.
They play around sometimes. But no, you're right. We have seen this matchup before, specifically with these two players. It devolved very similar to what you're talking about. And I believe Giyu came out on top, if I am not mistaken. But Danslip had a great losers run that week. But they've also been improving a lot. Danslip has been taking names in the Casa event. So definitely a lot of work behind the scenes. Giyu, obviously incredibly gifted player, playing out of their mind in the World Warrior events. So this is a tough matchup for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. But you can see, I was about to see Danslip had a really strong position. Oh my god, a standing reset in the middle of that, catching Danslip trying to reach. Oh, Giyu is in Danslip's brain right now. Should be able to close this out. Not even going to need to spend a bar, saving all of that meter for round 2. What a great sequence for Giyu to turn that one around.
It's very interesting to watch that V-Trigger 2 sometimes. It ended up not doing a whole lot that round because the round was over and Giyu already had CA available, but the standing reset in and of itself was enough for the stun, and they got another chance here, but they are well behind the life. Counter hit? Oh, it all begins here, Brad. Do we get a CA at the end? Probably not because of the activation. Oh, oh no.
Yeah, so instead we use the V-Trigger to get the side switch. I love that we went for the reset there. No, that was a deliberate choice to try to guarantee minimal scaling for a CA after the stun combo.
Oh no.
No! What a comedy of errors! A whiffed dive kick actually ends up making Giyu's anti-air choice whiff as well, and Danslip gets away with... It's not getting away with murder if you failed to do the murder in the first place. That's some Archduke Ferdinand assassination type shit that ended up making that one work.
That is some
I know you just went to Wikipedia to check what that meant.
No, I was gonna say that is some elementary school callback there. But no.
What school did you go to where they were teaching you World War I in elementary school?
Call of Duty?
Okay.
Actually, it was probably Assassin's Creed, if we're being honest. But anyway, no, in all honesty, the stream on my side started looking really chunky, but I didn't drop any frames. So I don't know. I think it was just Twitch falling apart, but oh no. Is that enough?
I don't think
Yeah!
Oh my god, it was.
That is one of those CAs that I'm always kind of questioning because I feel like it doesn't do a lot of damage.
Until you see it. I feel like every time I've ever seen it, I'm like, there's no way it kills, right? And then it does. She's got that Street Fighter 6 power up. She's like, yeah, they announced the beta. I'm in it. Cammy isn't yet. Hold that.
It's actually that comic strip where it is the Cammy skeleton in the hospital bed and Juri going, haha, she died while waiting for her Street Fighter 6 trailer.
Maybe.
Oh, it does damage now? They buffed it? Alright, that makes sense.
Well, they also highlighted, which of course, Cammy is in fact made of glass and wax paper. So like, yeah, all things considered, you know, against a regular character, maybe they would have survived, but not in this context. Fair point. Back throw coming out of Danslip. Oh, went for the tricky stuff with the hooligan, but we're not going to get it.
Oh, crushed?
Again? Don't let it happen to you again, Danslip.
They might. Alright, no. They're busting out. Not playing that game anymore. Says you got it once. Everybody gets one. It's okay. But no, we're not doing it a second time. You got to work for it. So, lots of meter here for Giyu.
And they've actually cashed out fairly early in the past. Like they have gone for these early round start CAs just to break open that life lead. But I kind of like it doing it this way where they're playing respectful. They're winning the neutral game already. They don't need to force anything, but that all seems to have gone away real fast.
Oh. I was about to say that back there was unfortunate, except we had the hooligan stuff, V-trigger activation, compensating. Is this going to be enough?
This time I think you're alive. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, trigger scaling is a thing.
Trigger scaling is ridiculous. Hooligan? EX?
Oh. Right. Nice throw tech out of Giyu. We do not find the anti-air, but the low forward there does connect, and it is set point here for Giyu to move on in the winner side.
Yeah, set point. Still two out of 3, chat. You gotta win this one to get to the 3 out of 5. Right now, Giyu's in a prime position, especially if they can keep getting these punishes.
Okay. The Madgear's there. You can see that Giyu is trying to experiment with the pinwheel anti-air for some of the dive kicks, but the timing, Danslip is doing a great job of varying up where and how they use the dive kick versus the regular jump in. So there's still not a high degree of confidence out of Giyu in where to bring it to the table yet. Getting away with that dash in. That's the second or third time that a jump in, standing medium kick, or jumping medium kick rather, has worked out there for Giyu, and the damage trade is pretty favorable.
Just trading throws right now too. Oh, Giyu.
So hungry.
Yeah, was really reaching for that trigger activation, but it's gonna be Danslip who gets it first. Spends out the last of the V-trigger. You're negative? I do not believe. Oh no.
Oh, a second
One
throw.
touch. It's definitely a one-touch situation. Activate. Oh, the activation's huge because it actually keeps CA away from
goodbye.
Cammy.
Yeah, I loved that. And you could see it was so interesting. They were both playing around each other so effectively. There was that spot after any of these counter pokes that Itachi's Legacy is throwing out. Wow, the patience to wait for the kite, but still comes down with a button, does Itachi's Legacy. Are we going to stay same side? Yes, we are. We're going to go for the throw on the reset. A second throw? That was going to be 3.
Yes. You always go for 3.